Hello, survivors of the apocalypse and veterans of AtomRPG. Welcome back to Trudograd. So you won't imagine, or you can't imagine what happened to me last night. In the morning hours of at 2 a.m. my 89-year-old neighbor was standing in front of my apartment, buzzing the bell in alarm mode, in emergency mode, and turned out that water was dripping into or through her kitchen lamp onto her floor, and it turned out that my water heating unit, an electrical water heating unit, exploded kind of, and then we found out that in the middle of the night my kitchen was full of water. And I learned something important that's also probably an important survival skill, which I wish to share. You should not go into the water in such a situation barefoot like I did last night, because that's actually life-threatening. Instead, you need to neutralize the fuses for your kitchen in that case. Fortunately, nothing happened, and well, I didn't have any water in my apartment for 1.5 days. Oh, by the way, there are pretty cool footprints here. I like all these details in AtomRPG and Trudograd. Yeah, well, and that is something that also cost me a lot of time now, which is why I am still constantly tired, but well. So let's have one shorter episode today. Excuse me, just a little sneeze. So the thing is, we have a number of things to do, I feel. So, the street crime here. This is between Kolotushkin Street and the Scrap Quarter, and on Kolotushkin Street we had this thing with the Mannequins, and now that we are in the middle of the night, it is 0:57. Let's do that maybe, because otherwise we were supposed to go to, and I really want to go to the Mikalich Tavern. That is indeed maybe the most important thing. It's Kapirov's lair. Oh yeah, this here, it has a red star. Like where do we find that? And yeah, I guess we need to go to the Scrap Quarter first, which is also a thing where I would like to look through during the night. So let's go to this one here now. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Let's check out this drop-off point. So someone is there apparently. We already know that. Here, this one. There. What is the guy doing there? Well, it doesn't appear. It appears that nothing has happened. Oh, Ruslan. Okay, let's go here. Let's see what they do. Is that Ruslan? Who's Ruslan again? Ah, yeah. Hey, Ruslan. Just out for a stroll. Is that so? What do you think you're doing following me around? Well, there's nothing here now. Pickpocketing. Yeah, well, this guy, but the problem is that we couldn't do anything. So what's going on now? But they don't do anything. Maybe it's a certain time, or maybe we need to find someone first. Okay, well, we'll find out. Well, so this was the street crime, right? Printer Virikonov asked me to deal with a gang led by someone called Kabybarov. Yeah. On the route between Kolotushkin Street and the Scrap Quarter. Well then, let's do that then. That seems to be rather dangerous now. Which is why let's equip our machine gun. There, like that. And Hexogen has the pistol with only 8 shots now. Oh, by the way, now that we are here, let's deal with our friend. Oh no, he's in the scrap quarter. Ah, yeah. Yeah. Okay then. So let's get going. Let's go there. Oh, what's that? Ugh! Memento Mori! The trash bags we just passed turn out to be swarming with rats, and it looks like they're in the mood for a late supper. Do we mind becoming one? Well, that looks like juicy, half-radioactive rat meat. But actually... Oh, there... Ooh! Ooh, it is a nasty big one. So Hexogen, switch your weapon, and you mess it up. You attack this one, enemy inside, and you be very aggressive now. And let's... Like, I mean, I guess these... Oh, there's another big one, oh my goodness. I guess these big ones, they might not be able to attack if we go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe they can attack once or so, but that should be okay. Well, that one is also nasty, so it's a nibbler, isn't it? Can't look at it. Okay. Let's go here. Oh, there are more even on this side. Oh my god, we are surrounded. These rats are intelligent. So then I've got 8. So let's do 2 aimed attacks. Oh, what I also like is that they are different icons now. So we have the red head. So let's punch into the eyes. Oh, we missed this one. Okay, then another one in the eyes. There you go. Oh. Camera is a bit problematic now. Oh my god. From behind. Okay, now they are messing us up. There you go. Got the first one there. Okay, good. That's very dangerous right now. So we are running here. Well, and then Hexogen. Take that one. Yeah, well. Now let's do 3 regular ones. Like that. Yeah. They are all attacking from behind, huh? Like Hexogen, you're kind of... Are we blinded now? That's good. The little ones, yeah, we need to just kill the first. Oh, now this one is blocking the way. We're not allowed to do that, huh? Well, then let's attack this one here. We've got 11 points now. Are we blinded? Who got blinded? Nibbler was blinded. How did he blind himself? Or it? Well, anyway, so let's take this one. There, very good. Crit. Going there. Then we've got 7, so let's have 1 aimed attack. And let's see how that goes. Into the eyes. 84. Nice! Very nice. Okay, good. Well, Hex, you're just being aggressive then. Aggressive. Let's not run through anything, so and then we're going... okay, then we are just staying here. Although no, let's go here. Turn. Are we blinded? I think we are blinded. They are good. Got the big one. I can smell the roasted meat already now. So. In the ice. Nice. Very nice. A regular attack. Good. And now, well. Yeah, then we go here and have a regular attack on this one. Only 15. Ah, yeah, very good. There. Sweet victory! We gain 807 experience points. Not bad. Well, we can skin it. Oh my goodness, yeah. Piece of raw meat. If you are hungry, you can consume it as it is. But remember that raw meat is not the best diet for a human. Especially not red meat, huh? Yeah, that's very good. So here we go. But that's very good. So then here, this one. A good chunk of red meat. Juicy. Slightly smelly and it wiggles weirdly. There we go. Yeah. And then there's even a little one here. Did we get the other ones? Ah, yeah. Okay, so that counted is the same one. You run around like a maniac and I need to dodge. Yeah, sorry. X. Ah, here there's another one. Yeah, there. Ratters. Ah, no, it's indeed it's a pest. It's a nibbler. Is this a pest? You see nibbler. Oh no, so that was possibly some form of diseased rat or something. That's ratters. Well, now we are not gonna find out what's going on. Well, but that was a nice victory here, and we have a lot of meat now, so that was what I actually had hoped for. Oh, and by the way, we are being... Oh, it's time to drink some water, I guess, to get the toxins out, flush the toxins out. There you go, drink some water. Well... Warming up. It's not a good area here. We can also not cook up anything. But it's fine. So let's get going. Then let's... Oh, my poor gout-ridden feet. Can we actually get there? Like where? Ah, yeah, like that. Okay. I like the map. That's actually pretty cool. So let's get out of here. And like I wonder, can we actually... Yeah, we can make a little camp. But we don't have time to camp. But now it's 2 in the morning or something, or 1:30. Let's have a look. 1:28, okay. Here. So there. That's what I wanted. So, and I don't want to use up our medkits. But let's rather eat all this meat here. 16 meat, that's good. 3 to 7 health, plus 20. Yeah. Well, let's make some. Roast the meat, cook. And did that cost us some time? No. Oh yeah, very good. So we are cooking it up and roasting it pretty nicely there. Oh yeah, there, very good. 16 and 20. Very good, very good. That's the cheaper way. Get the proteins in. So we are nearly at the maximum, 160. And Hexogen, how are you doing? 105. Roasting more meat. We are at the maximum now. But he needs 80 points more, so well. So literally 4 portions of meat more. Yeah, we can afford that, it's that. That was actually pretty good meat, literally, for us. Roasting the meat. And it also came with some good additional experience. Yeah, let's have one more. There. So, and then he's at 185. That's okay. Yeah, that's good. So, very good. And we are left with 8 meat. Very good. And we are filled up nicely there. Very nice indeed. Exogen, are you coming? So you should actually feel well right now, huh? Switch your weapon. So saving the game and then we are going. Well, I feel that we are doing the Kolotushkin Street first, and maybe then we are getting a little bit hungry, and then we can eat some more to bring Hexogen to the maximum. Yeah, let's have Kolotushkin Street first. So there. However, I guess we definitely should do the cockfighting ring this night. I guess that that would be a good idea. So let's have a look at this, at these mannequins. It is the middle of the night. Oh, I think I missed the scrap quarter guy. So he was in the scrap quarter, right? The dealer, but I didn't see him. Well, I think it was here. I really like the snowstorm. So the atmosphere. The game creates a very cool atmosphere here. Was it here? No, this was like... Oh yeah, well, no one removed the bodies yet. Or was it here? We've been impolite. No, that's the lady. Oh, over there. No, that was the guy, the printing guy. So then here... Yeah, this could be it. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, there's someone. The guy looks half sophisticated. At least he tries to look sophisticated, I guess. So let's go in there. Hex, are you coming? Good. Hello there. What are you doing there? Even before we enter, we can hear muffled steps coming from the mannequin's living room. We fight down the superstitious dread rising within us, crack the door an inch, peek in, and at just the right time, a nattily dressed man in a top hat freezes in the middle of the room. He's looking at us apprehensively. The mysterious squeaks and rustles we heard are definitely the product of this man's feet. The question is, what is he doing here? What are you doing here? Who are you, man? Spit it out already. But we look at the man without saying a word, menacingly. Now, what are you doing here? The weird man glances around as if trying to figure out who we are talking to, then drawls uncertainly. Me? I'm just taking a walk. Casting a quick glance at the mannequins, we note they've changed their position slightly. Have you been moving the dummies around this apartment? The man doffs his fancy hat, blows some invisible dust off it, straightens his back proudly and returns the hat to its home atop his shining bald patch. It appears he's overcome his initial puzzlement. Ha! Your perspicacity knows no limit, sir. Yes, I have. So what? I can move the dummies if I want to. If I wished, I could buy this entire block of flats along with the residents and burn it all to the ground. Well, is that so? Are you trying to be an English gentleman? I wonder. Yeah, impose the colonial empire again or something. May I ask why you're doing this? And, well, the entire block of flats? I bet that you don't have that kind of money. Yeah, that's actually a good question, because then if we can boast, make him boast, then, you know, we can also extort maybe something or something. Who knows? Let me make sure I got this straight. It's you who rents this apartment. Yeah, well, so firstly here, the entire block of flats. I bet that you don't have that kind of money. Haha, you fool, honestly. I find your naivety refreshing. Okay. Well, I'll play along. What's the source of your outrageous wealth, huh? Well, without going into the tedious details, I'm connected to the oil barons from the former Central Asian republics. Can you imagine the fabulous sums bartered about in the fuel industry? Why am I even asking? Of course you can't. Well, but that doesn't explain why you're fooling around with these shop mannequins. A wealthy man like you must have more important things to do. By the way, an H is missing here. To discover the answer to this question, we must travel back in time, because it all started several months ago in the richly furnished kitchen of my summer house. It was a quiet, uneventful evening until my son, Carl Capitalism, since it might prove important for the story, yes, I named my son Carl Capitalism just because I could. No one dared to contradict me. Maybe you'd like to try and stop me? Compel me to gift mine offspring some humble peasant name? Ha! Not with your capital. So, on the day in question, young Carl Capitalism was watching our chef, Kim, prepare an exquisite crab dish. But slave, don't crabs feel pain while it's boiling alive in your pot? He asked. Not at all, young master, the servant groveled. If you heat the water very, very slowly, they'll be cooked through before you can say Jack Robinson. Well, yeah, what do crabs have to do with it? Are you sure it's relevant to the answer? So how does your son like his life with a name like that? I have the feeling that we have to do this conversation a couple of times, just so we get the funny lines here. Let's ask this one first. So how does your son like his life with a name like that? They'll be boiled alive before you know it? I doubt it. Actually, I think it's true. Because otherwise they might... although no, it's the frog, that jumps out of the boiling water if you do it too quickly or something. But well. So, how does your son like his life with a name like that? Living with a ridiculous name certainly isn't a tea party with talking teddy bears. But living with a ridiculous name and a pocket revolver is quite tolerable. The boy doesn't complain. Should I carry on with my shocking confession or not? Well, you were talking about crabs. Crabs are key figures in my tale. When I first learned of their tragic lot, I applied the following philosophy to people. What happens if you boil a person slowly? Not literally, of course, I'm no sadist. No, I mean to slowly chisel away a person's ego. What happens if you gradually deconstruct a person's view of the world, their reality? Will their personality boil? Will this theoretical person be reduced to pliant, subservient nothing? Become, in other words, a perfect servant in my huge manner? I saw that by driving people mad and thus depersonalizing them. I could staff my house with loyal peons to whom it would never occur to plot and scheme behind my back. But before experimenting on my current employees, I decided to test my idea on this family of fools. When they are completely mad, I'll hire them to work for me. If I am proved wrong, I'll lose nothing apart from the pittance paid in rent. Ha ha ha! Isn't it simply brills? Well... is it actually smart to come here alone? Oh, it's part of the fun, a tiny bit of risk to spice things up. Driving these lumpheads insane has turned out to be so much fun. The father is almost ready to be committed and the girl will soon follow. The mother's the only one still holding on. The perverse rich man bursts out giggling and begins to skip around the room like a merry jester. Still, one look at our dark face is enough to bring his clowning to an abrupt halt. Oh, you won't tell a living soul anything you've just heard, got it? Not one word, or I'll hire people to kill you. Yes, and I'll go scot-free because of my tremendous wealth. Or better still, they'll kill your mother instead. You do have a mother, right? Nope. Yeah, let's say nope. Oh, sorry to hear that. Well then, I'll order them to kill your father, wherever he is. They'll find and murder him, despite his old age and grey head. Old Hexogen starts trembling and shrinks behind our wide back. What, Hexogen? No, no, no. Why? Why would you tremble now? Now's the time to punch the guy in the face. Well, crap, I don't want to lose my old man. But at the same time, we can't deny him. Yeah, I think because this will hurt his feelings, I guess. What to do now? Oh God! What do we say? I think I'd better kill you. This would be the best choice to reduce any further risks, but well, like what did he just say before? Oh, so hear that? Well, then I'll order them to kill your father. Wherever he is, they'll find and murder him despite his old age and grey head. Yeah, no, we can't say, okay, sure, because then Hexogen thinks that we don't like him. Yeah, well, crap. I don't want to lose my old man. Then you know what you must do. The man wags his finger at us and backs slowly towards the door. What's your name, at least? Salonikov the Philanthropist. Remember that name and never mention it to anyone. Woo-ha-ha-ha-ha! No. We can't let him go. Why can't we just punch him, put him on the sofa and interrogate him some more? Not so fast. Well, then let's see how this turns out. Oh, I didn't want... What? Oh, I can't feel my right side. Oh, and he's... Oh, that's actually... Let's imagine that, yeah, that his head is between her bosom. I didn't want to shoot him like that, actually. Now everyone is awake. But I'm going to reload because this is also fun. So, well, there. Oh, a reliable pistol. I'm not sure what it is. C275 or something? A reliable pistol made in Czechoslovakia. Probably got into the Soviet wastes with the remnants of Czechoslovakian military who came here to either offer help to their striving partners or to loot the ruins of the dilapidated cities. Oh, yes. Oh, but it's 919 Parabellum rounds. This is Parabellum. A unitary pistol round developed by Georg Luger in 1902, still widely popular. Luger? That rings a bell. Or could it be that Hexogen has a low attention? Top hat. This is a tall, flat-crowned hat traditionally associated with gentlemen, magicians, and snowmen. Well. So Hexogen, by the way, let me just check something. Hexogen. Attention is 7. No, actually he's pretty okay. Despite his age. Well, Hex. Hope you did nice. Well, let's see. Let's check out what's happening now that they are dead. Hey there, Gallia frowns. Hey, Yefim pokes at us awkwardly and turns over. Well, given the fact that we are living in the Wasteland, this is Sasha moans in her sleep. This is actually, well, I hope that we can find some form of solution without killing the guy. But I want to try something now. Let's just try this. Where can I do this? Where can we wait? Here? No. Where was it? That? No. Alarm clock. Ah, yeah, there. So it's... Okay, let's... 6 hours, then it's 7:54. Yeah, let's rest like that. Okay. Oh, they are still asleep. What? At 7:54 in the morning? No, here, this guy is awake now. Yefim Greshkin. Oh yeah, there. The man living next to the mysterious mannequins is casting nervous looks here and there and mumbling under his breath. I can hear you. I hear you walking there, you damn soulless idols. I'll show you. Oh, hello. Did you want something? Yeah, I've come to have a talk about your neighbors. What is there to talk about? I told you everything already. To really open my heart and let it all out. Why start all over again? Well, you can relax. There's nothing unusual about the mannequin. Some psycho was moving them around at night for funsies, but I dealt with them. Yefim buries his face in his hands as we describe our encounter with the eccentric night guest who was sneaking into the other apartment. He's totally flabbergasted. So you're saying some weirdo paid all that money just to scare us? What the hell? Putting on a bedsheet and dancing in front of the window at night would have been much more scary and also cheaper. Now that he's gone, our extra income has disappeared with him. Well, sanity's worth much more than money, I think. In any case, thank you. Okay, well, you're welcome now. You're free from the Mannequin menace and from easy money. What about the reward? Where's my reward? Where Yefim? Sorry, but in light of our upcoming financial crisis, I can't afford to give you anything. No worries, I'll take what's rightfully mine off your cold blue corpse. No crap, it was all for nothing. Screw you, I'm out of here. And Sasha?
Вы что-то хотели?
The petite young woman is busy knitting a long woolen scarf. She's quite focused on her task, but when we get closer, looks up at us with a faint smile. Oh, I'm glad you decided to verify my father's story. If it weren't for you, we'd still be slowly losing our minds here. Yeah, well, how are you doing since I checked up on your neighbors? The fear's gone, that's the most important thing. Of course, we'll keep losing money until we find new tenants, but that's not so important. It's not nice to say it, but I'm glad you killed that shameless fat cat. Yeah, I mean, he certainly did. You know, the world is certainly a better place without such a guy. On the other hand, his child is fatherless now. On the other hand, that might be a good thing in that case. Like, being raised by a psychopath is possibly worse than living without a father, I guess. But, well, who knows? Whatever you say. Oh, well, look at the time. I gotta go. Okay, and where's the mother? That's Yefim. Oh, yeah, and that's the mother, Galia. Yeah, happy to see you. Yeah, well, I wanted to ask how you're doing now that you know the truth about the Mannequins. Wonderful, at last this collective psychosis is over. I listened to your conversation with my husband. Golly gee, I can't believe people like that rich guy actually exist. Strange things happen. Anyway, gotta go. Okay, well, let's reload this one and check out if we can, and also like what happens if we say something different. Yeah, and by the way, so we used indeed, we automatically shot him, huh? But then let's rather have this one here. That's cheaper ammo. I wasn't actually sure what weapon we had. Ah, there he is. Even before we enter, we can hear muffled steps. And at just the right time, the nettily dressed man in the top hat freezes in the middle of the room. Who are you, man? Spit it out already. The weird man glances around as if trying to figure out who we are talking to, then drawls uncertainly. Me, is my name really so important? Casting a quick glance at the Mannequins, we note they've changed their position slightly. Okay. So this didn't change much. Have you been moving the dummies around this apartment? The man doffs his fancy hat, blows some invisible dust off it, straightens his back proudly, and returns the hat to its home atop his shining bald patch. Ha! Your perspicacity knows no limit, sir. Yes, I have. So what? I can move the dummies if I want to. If I wished, I could buy this entire block of flats along with the residents and burn it all to the ground. Yeah, well... Let me make sure I got this straight. It's you who rents this apartment. The man extracts an exquisite silk handkerchief from his pocket, wipes his face, tucks the handkerchief away, and only then deigns to answer. Yes, that's right. Aha, so we've verified now that it is indeed him. How long are you going to rent it for? Are you sure you've got enough money? Well, let's go this road now. May I ask why you're doing this? Well, let's firstly... No, I mean, okay, he's bragging. He's going to brag, but... And then he's going to explain everything, I guess. But are you sure you've got enough money? Ha ha ha, you fool! Honestly, I find your naivety refreshing. Well... Okay, I'll play along. What's the source of your outrageous wealth? So I think we already explored it. Like, we found out that he's very rich. At least he claims to be. On the other hand, like, he indeed must be rather wealthy if he can afford to pay the rent just like that for this psychotic prank. Well, so... Without going into the tedious details, I'm connected to the oil barons. But that doesn't explain why you are fooling around with these shop mannequins. To discover the answer to this question, we must travel back in time. Ahem, since it might prove important for the story. Yes, I named my son Carl Capitalism just because I could. So, on the other day in question, young Carl Capitalism was watching our Chief Kim prepare an exquisite crab dish. But slave, don't crabs feel pain while it's boiling alive in your pot, he asked. Not at all, young master, the servant groveled. If you heat the water very slowly, they'll be cooked through before you can say Jack Robinson. I don't know what Jack Robinson refers to, but... Yeah, no, Robinson Crusoe is not the same, obviously, so, well... what do crabs have to do with it? Well, that gives us the thing, though. Well, so they'll be boiled alive before they know it? I doubt it. Who cares? I don't. Do you think I'd actually eat those cockroaches of the sea? I throw them to my pigs and laugh as they crack open their shells with their manure-stained snouts. I guffaw when I imagine what a poor person would do to share that gourmet meal with my porkers. Are you still listening? Well, you were talking about crabs. Crabs are key figures in my tale. By the way, this guy makes a very good... a very, very good point of being totally corrupt. Yeah, like having a totally corrupted personality, but yeah. So, when I first learned of that tragic lot, I applied the following philosophy to people. What happens if you boil a person slowly? Not literally, of course, I'm no sadist. No, I mean not to slowly chisel away a person's ego. What happens if you gradually deconstruct a person's view of the world, their reality? Will their personality boil? Will this theoretical person be reduced to a blind, subservient nothing? Become, in other words, a perfect servant in my huge manner? I saw that by driving people mad and thus depersonalizing them, I could staff my house with loyal peons to whom it would never occur to plot and scheme behind my back. But before experimenting on my current employees, I decided to test my idea on this family of fools. When they are completely mad, I'll hire them to work for me. If I am proved wrong, I'll lose nothing apart from a pittance paid in rent. Ha ha ha! Isn't that simply brilliant? Well... yeah, that's a good plan. Let's actually... Oh no, actually I don't feel that we should affirm this guy. No, to be honest, no, not really. It is a sadist plan. It shows your villainy. Yeah? And your psychotic nature. You're a bad person. Maybe you're right, but who cares? Driving these lumpheads insane has turned out to be so much fun. The father is almost ready to be committed and the girl will soon follow. The mother's the only one still holding on. The perverse rich man bursts out giggling and begins to skip around the room like a merry jester. Still, one look at our dark faces enough to bring his clowning to an abrupt halt. You won't tell a living soul anything you've just heard, got it? Not one word, or I'll hire people to kill you, yes, and I'll go scot-free because of my tremendous wealth. Or better still, they'll kill your mother instead. You do have a mother, right? I think I'd better kill you. Nope. Oh, sorry to hear that. Well then, I'll order them to kill your father. Wherever he is, they'll find and murder him, despite his old age and grey head. Old Hexogen starts trembling and shrinks behind her white back. Hexogen, don't let him get into your head. Oh, but, well, I really need to try this now. But on the other hand, like... no, I think, like, this would also be sadistic. Although it's quite obvious that it would be a ruse, right? But I mean... Oh, come on, guys. Let's try this one here. No luck there, I'm fatherless. Oh, I see how it is. After raising him, feeding him from my own sagging breasts, proudly calling him my son, now this ungrateful, treacherous little jackal rejects me and calls me stepfather. Perhaps it's wishful thinking, but the eccentric fellow looks embarrassed. He awkwardly shifts his weight from one foot to the other and eventually throws up his hands. By the way, I like the sagging breasts. Yeah. Then I'll order to kill your grandparents. Uncle, aunt? Missed again, I'm an orphan. Oh no, not them, you dirty bastard. No, missed again, I'm an orphan. A heavy silence fills the room. Our strange opponent's at a loss for words. He blinks owlishly and rubs his chin. When at last he speaks, his voice lacks the derisive tone from before. Aha. Oh, an orphan, you say? Crap, so am I. The man lowers his eyes and lapses into silence once more. When he resumes, his voice is trembling. No, I feel a sort of kinship with you, peasant. I mean stranger. Heck knows why. Look, fancy a smoke? I have some nice weed on me. I keep it for special occasions. Well, to begin with, what's your name? Call me Slonikov, the philanthropist. I'm not going to give you my full name, but if you read the Trudograd tabloids, you must know it anyway. So, how about a smoke? I have a bad feeling I would never smoke something with this guy, but now that we've denied Hexogen, and I'm going to reload to do this one even again, let's do it. Yeah, I like that, but what are we going to smoke? Caspian Lichen, never heard of it? I got it as a gift in the land of the oil barons. It's quite strong, I'm not going to lie. It will drive any nasty memories out of your head. Oh. That is what he wants, huh? The man lowers his voice. And perhaps replace them with new, even nastier ones. All depends on chance, but I haven't had a negative experience yet. Oh, I can see where this is going. To hell with it, you only live once, am I right? Light up the pipe, brother. You won't need a pipe, I have everything on me. The mysterious fellow extracts an engraved cigarette case from his jacket and opens it with a soft click. Inside we see 3 fat joints. We take one out and look at him expectantly. He takes out a pre-war Western-made lighter, lights it and brings it close to our pale face. I think we should smoke the same one. He needs to smoke it first. And you know why. But well,
One
it's lighted. Oh my god.
Is more than enough. You close your eyes for a moment and take a breath. When you open them again, you don't know where you are. You're standing in a harshly lit corridor, which extends in both directions as far as you can see. The walls are white. The carpet at your feet an aggressively neutral gray. Grim thoughts flood your brain. That bloody Caspian lichen must have killed you. Or perhaps you're in a coma. Or did that eccentric rich guy kidnap you, and now you're a guinea pig in one of his twisted experiments? With an effort, you fight down your rising fear. You need to do something. You need to act. You should try to find the exit.
No, things have just become very interesting. And I hope we can still shoot him. What is this? Oh. Ah, interesting. Left and right, okay. That's certainly interesting. On the other hand, like, Hex will watch over us right now, right? So I guess we are just standing there and stare at the ceiling or whatever. Let's go forward.
Time has lost its meaning. It seems like you've been walking down this monotonous corridor forever. What if it really is endless? The featureless walls and floor make it seem as though you've gone nowhere at all. Then, something catches your attention. There's some small change there in the distance. You start walking. Then, you break into a sprint.
What is it?
Finally, the corridor ends in a single closed door. You stop to catch your breath. It's a simple wooden door, painted white. There's a brass doorknob with a keyhole beneath. You pray that doesn't mean it's locked.
Let's press our ear to the door and listen first.
You hear a rhythmic clicking sound, as if someone behind the door is working on a typewriter. But the noise is so faint, you can't be sure if it's real or imaginary.
Well, if someone is working there, so let's be civil here. Let's knock politely.
You knock on the door and wait for an answer. Maybe not the wisest decision under the circumstances. Still, what is a wise decision in this situation? Anyway, no one responds.
Let's press our ear to the door and listen again.
No sound comes from behind the door. Perhaps you scared whoever's in there? Or perhaps there wasn't anybody in there in the first place. Only one way to find out.
Well, let's gather our courage and open the door.
You rest a nervous hand on the doorknob and give it a turn. It's not locked. You open the door wide and determinedly step forward.
By the way, I know something about the interpretation of dreams. I mean, okay, it's not really science, yeah, and I'm not even sure if it's any legitimate information, but if you dream something like this here, a door or a hole in the wall or something, then it usually means that you are insecure about something, but it like the real thing is how you react in the dream. So if you go for it and look into the wall, into the hole or something, open this door or something, then that's actually a good sign. However, if you shy away and stuff, that actually then it literally means that you are overcome by fear. Yeah? So like for your own psyche, you want probably to go forward. Yeah, be optimistic. So
you find yourself in a dim room. You hear an odd snapping sound, and there's a bluey blue glimmer a couple of meters away. When your eyes adjust to the pulsating semi-darkness, you determine you're in a medium-sized room. It looks like someone not particularly neat lives here. The furniture you recognize right away, but certain other angular items are baffling to you. Are they made of plastic, or metal, or some kind of hybrid? Are they from another land, or perhaps from the future? Moving forward, the greenish carpet muffling the sound of your steps, you quickly discern the source of the weird light and sounds. A man is sitting in a high-backed chair, tapping away at a fancy keyboard, glancing up at a full-color television. The TV is incredibly thin and apparently connected to a computer.
Oh,
Finally,
magic!
The man notices you. He spins his chair around, banging into the table as he jerks back, mouth gaping in shock. Who are you?
I'm nobody! We burst into maniacal laughter. Ho 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 ho! Nah. We are direct, so I'm Hardball. Who might you be?
Wait, did you say your name was? You repeat yourself, and the mysterious stranger jerks back as if he's been shot. Slumping down in his seat, he turns back to his computer. No way, he says in a husky voice, then buries his head in his hands. Tell me, you're from Trudograd, aren't you? His voice breaks. His whole frame is trembling.
Well, are you the writer who writes the story of Trudograd? Well, yes, I just came from there. What's going on here?
Unbelievable. Simply unbelievable. The man jumps up from his chair, waving his arms and dancing in place like a man deranged. Eventually, he sits down again. It's just like my story. About Trudograd, and you, and even Adam. You raise a skeptical eyebrow. Seeing your incredulity, the man speaks fast. Look, how did you get here? You smoked Caspian lichen, a drug from the land of the oil barons, right? But the thing is, there's no such drug and no oil barons. I made it all up.
Wait a second. Are you trying to tell me you're God, the God of the story? Now I see why my life is one long trail of shit. No, actually, our life is super exciting. Like, I mean, who would, who would live through a story like AtomRPG? Although it has been, like, romantically speaking, it has been a little bit sad, because we never found a real girlfriend or anything, huh? But well, fine. So if you created everything, what am I supposed to do now? Ha! I get it now. This is just a pathetic attempt to make me doubt my sanity. No, well... Let's try and be naive. Wait a sec, now you're trying to tell me you're a god?
Even in this dim light, you can see the man blush. He shuffles his feet and giggles. Oh no, not at all. God is too big of a word for it. Still, if that's how it seems to you. The weirdo shakes his head as if trying to jolt himself loose of a hallucination, and says in a serious tone, I'm writing this story you're in for. There's no way you'd understand. In short, I'm writing your story, and the stories of everyone around you. All the events and tasks and people you meet. Well, yeah, all of that.
Ahem, right. If you're the flake who's making up the story, you are a terrifically bad writer. No, I don't think that at all, by the way. I understand nothing of what you just said. Could you explain it again in simpler terms? Seriously, it's not a bad story, actually. Thanks, man. Charming. Perhaps you could remove the meteorite from your story then, or the war? No, we need to do this, like the hero. We need to overcome the obstacles Oh no, I'm not that much of a sucker. Where's the hidden camera, Hitchcock? Oh, here, let's say this one. Seriously, it's not a bad story, actually. Thanks, man.
The man's mouth hangs open stupidly, as if he was having trouble breathing. He begins to tear up and covers his face with his hands. Really? You really like my writing? And here I thought my ideas were derivative. All the characters the same, everything you do a tedious fetch quest. What a relief. You know, I could write a chest of money for you, just like that. How does 1,000,000,000,000 rubles sound? You could buy a bunker, get some people in there, and breed until the fallout disperses. The man's feverish imagination seems to be getting the better of him. He starts gesturing wildly and spinning in his rolly chair. Then, the water purification system in your bunker fails, and they'll send your grandson out to search for a critical part. There will be these guys in exoskeletons, just like in Trudograd, the Brotherhood of Lead. That's what I'll call them. And a whole city made of garbage. There's this conflict between a kind sheriff and a cruel casino owner, and then...
Well, I think that's a different series, yeah, which you can also see on Playing Hardball, by the way. Especially with the casino here. But well, I mean, 1,000,000,000,000 rubles wouldn't hurt. But on the other hand, I think this would make things too easy. But why did you write this whole situation in the first place about us meeting?
Simple. I just wanted to.
Oh!
The man stumbles over his words, as if something just occurred to him.
Death of the author.
I can't seem to remember what I wanted. Wait a second. If I wrote all of this, I must know, right? Why did you even ask that? I don't remember adding that question. Oh no. No. He looks utterly terrified.
Uh-huh.
What if someone else is making up our conversation? But if I'm not real either, the sentence remains unfinished as he disappears with a wet pop, leaving nothing in the space he occupied but cheap flip-flop and the smell of ozone.
Oh my goodness, what a mystery there. And he's got a lot of files on his desktop there. That looks actually pretty messy there. But well, we scratch our head in puzzlement and approach the computer.
You're intrigued by the shimmering screen.
Oh no.
Covered in columns of different colored text, strange equations, a floating command line in its own little box, and all kinds of other nonsense. Then you spy a huge key with an arrow on it. You feel an overwhelming urge to press it.
Actually, I take that back. So that's actually pretty interesting here. Yeah. That's actually pretty interesting. And then I guess like by clicking on each icon you can access the text behind it and what leads where and so on. That's good software. Author software. So this arrow. Oh, I so want to press you, my little friend. I can't help myself.
You lick your lips as they've gone painfully dry and quickly glance over the keyboard. The button you're looking for grabs your eye and hypnotizes you. The sensation is overpowering. You swallow the lump in your throat, raise your index finger, and...
screw it! Let's press the button. Oh. There we are. Who am I? Where am I? What happened? I can't remember a thing. Damn drugs. We got 1,000 experience points as well. And we got... But this was the conversation with the guy. And now we don't have the loot. Did we get anything? Police ally. There's a rumor going around that the city police now have a new helper. Oh, a lone genius? We were always a smart, attentive, and charming kid, but it's hard for you to learn from life experience. Oh no, that's God's mistake. Behold, the mistake of God. You fail at everything you do. I know, that's also something we had from the beginning. Entomologist, you know how to carve parts of the giant mutants, such as mermaids. Action hero, no, I think we didn't get anything new, except for the police ally. Which I feel very uncomfortable now. There is this one, is that new? There was an exclamation mark there, or just because we have the 6 points, or what? It didn't change anything, huh? Quest log has been updated. Kolotushkin Street. It turns out the source of Yefim Greshkin's terror is an eccentric rich man who moves the mannequins around every night. He threatened me with all kinds of terrible punishments if I betray a secret, but whether he will fulfill this promise is unknown. Mannequin in the big city. A weird rich guy moves these mannequins around at night. Well, that was certainly interesting. However, I actually feel better. Like now we've denied Hexogen and this made him unhappy, I guess. It appears we didn't get anything for this. Or am I incorrect? Yeah, well, looking at the time though, I think we are ending the episode here. And maybe someone might clarify something here. And then I'm actually even inclined to do this again in the next episode. But I personally, I prefer to just shoot the guy actually. But this was certainly interesting. But it appears that we don't get more money. But now the situation is of course interesting because we don't know if something else develops. Oh no, we lost the whole night. Oh no, we can't do this. It's 11:54 in the morning, like nearly lunchtime. Yeah, no, there's no way. We need to go to the gig. We need to do the heist. So there's no way that we do it this way, actually. But well, yeah, no, we're not doing that. Let's reload this. But that was certainly very, very entertaining and fun and cool. But if so, I feel that it's better for everybody if we just shoot the guy. Also loot. And the same amount of experience actually. But let's see. Let's see. Let's discuss this. I might even look up something online. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, what do you think? What should we do? What should we do? I mean, we definitely need to do the job. I feel. Yeah, as quickly as possible, I guess. And I guess we could also return here in the next night or something. Or later on. Yeah. Well, but that was cool. So, yeah, well, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. Yeah, and then we are just continuing in the next episode. Many thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. And if you did, please do click the like button and do consider strongly to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet, so you never ever miss an episode again. And by the way, let me just check this one here. No, it's just the same. So we didn't get an additional distinction for this unique experience or anything. Or did I miss something? 8, 6, 10? Well, did we? I didn't pay attention to our characteristics. Maybe in the video we can actually check that. Maybe we got something here. I doubt it though. But let's see. Okay then. So, but let's end the episode here. Yeah, and well, if you want to share any thoughts, feelings, tips and tricks, your own experiences or something, please do so in the comment section. As always, you are heartily invited. See you next time. Bye bye.